Good evening to everyone. Um, Today is the 17th August, 17th September 2021. So today too we are joining together to keep another step ahead in the Dhamma practice of ours. So as usual, before we start the program, we welcome everyone. Saying 3 times sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So everyone please unmute yourself, and to welcome each and everybody, please say 3 times sadhu, sadhu,
Sadhu,
sadhu.
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 First of all of you have a good news. So we open the temple. So if you like, you can join in person for the Friday meditation session. But since we allow a limited number of people, we appreciate that if you can, whenever we email, we appreciate that if you can let us know ahead of time that you are joining. So then you can come and participate. For now, we'll try to let 10 people join. Then, considering the situation, we will let more people to join. So for now, just 10 people. So if you like, you can let us know ahead of time, and then you can join. You can email or text me. So that's the good news, and that I wanted to tell you before we start the program. So dear meditators, as usual, before I start, before I teach you the instructions, let me teach you another story. This story is about 2 monks and the flag. So long time ago in Japan, there were 2 monks, 2 young monks who were quarrelsome. Whatever happens, they used to quarrel with each other. One day, both of them saw a flag, and one of them started the argument. That young Bhante said, "What I think is, the flag is the thing which is waving." Then at that time, the other young Bhante, who was always carrying an opposite idea to that very monk, he told, "No, what I think is, the thing which is waving, please come, right? The thing which is waving is not the flag, but the wind." So then what happened? They started arguing, and finally they couldn't find any final conclusion. Their master, who was used to intervene in these kinds of arguments, they saw that Bhante saw this arguing younger monks. He went to his students and told, "For what are you arguing?" Both of them said that they are arguing to find out whether the flag is waving or the wind is waving. Then at that time, that master said, "What is waving is not the flag. What is waving is not the wind. What is waving and shaking is the mind of yours." That is the truth. So always, because of various kinds of negativities, our mind waves. So since we have not disciplined it, we have not tamed it yet, since we are encountering a lot of negativities. So and since we don't understand that they are there, And since we don't have the need to come out of them, what has happened is, so we always have to deal with these various kinds of negativities. So as wise people, what we need to do is we should we should start the process. We should diligently practice the process to stop this wavering mind, this wavering mind from one defilement to another definement. Instead, just like we plant a tree, and just like we plant a small plant and grow it to become a big tree with a lot of sweet fruits, we need to work hard, and we should develop inside uh, moral qualities, and at the same time right concentration and wisdom. Finally, you will be able to not only stop the wavering mind, but also you will be able to have a very nice mind with a lot of good fruits like compassion, happiness, peace. So, with that understanding, we are going to start. With that story, we are going to start today's meditation practice. So, next month is October, and next month will be the last month that we practice for this year, 2021. Next month will be the last month that we practice Vipassana meditation. So you only have another at least 6 weeks remaining. So please work very ardently. So the newcomers, as usual, I always I'll instruct for the newcomers to practice breathing meditation. But for the meditators who are old, the old students, they are instructed to practice Vipassana meditation as usual. And now we are going to start. So first of all, new meditators, please practice breathing meditation. Pay your entire attention to your breath. When the breath is coming in, be completely aware that it is coming in. When it is going out, be completely aware that it is going out. Don't go with the breath all the way in. Just stop your attention at the end of your nostrils. So when the breath comes and touches the end of your nostrils, be aware. And again, when it is going out, it will touch the very place and will go out. So be aware. And if it is soft, be aware. If it is gross, be aware that it is gross. And if it is long or short, be aware as it is. So pay your entire attention and develop your concentration. When you develop your concentration, what you will develop is inner peace and inner happiness. So then the Vipassana meditators, they are asked to practice, asked to observe the sensations from bottom to top. Earlier we were doing the meditation from top to bottom. So now we will partition the whole body, and we will practice, we will observe the sensation from bottom to top. Please start with the tip of the toes of your left leg, and part by part, bit by bit, keep on observing sensations. Whatever the sensations they are, let it be heat, let it be coldness, itching sensation, twinkling sensation, or let it be any sensation. All the sensations have the same characteristic. They rise to pass away. Be with the awareness of impermanence, with the awareness that they are bound to pass away. Keep on observing, thinking this is also impermanent, understanding this is also impermanent. There is no any sensation which is permanent. Please practice very ardently for your own inner peace and for your own inner happiness, to come out of all the negativities that you do have and to develop all the positivities inside. Now, everyone, please get ready to start the meditation practice. Have you ever practiced Vipassana earlier?
Yeah, break out.
All right. No Vipassana earlier, right?
Yeah, I just follow some instruction before in Vietnamese.
All right.
Just with others.
Okay, right. Today, please practice breathing meditation. Right. Okay, now everyone, please get ready. Close your eyes. Keep your legs nicely. And then, then after that, please keep your right palm on your left palm. Back straight. Neck straight. Head straight. And everyone, please calm down and relax. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. With a very calm, very diligent mind, very attentive, very alert mind, with a very equanimous and balanced mind. Everyone, please start your meditation. May your meditation be very, very successful. Very, very successful. Everyone, please start to practice the meditation. Now, everyone, please keep the eyes closed. But if the legs are hurting or if you feel uncomfortable, very slowly you can smoothen. You can make, you can lose your posture. But keep the eyes closed. Keep the eyes closed. Now we are going to practice loving kindness meditation. We are going to share our loving kindness with everyone, all things. First of all, we share our loving kindness with ourselves. I, with me. Spread loving kindness like this. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. Peaceful. May I come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. May I attain and enjoy real peace, real happiness, real happiness. Spread loving kindness towards yourself. Just like me, may my mother, may my father, may my relatives and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they also come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativity. May they attain and enjoy real peace, real happiness, real peace, real happiness. Just like me, may all the enemies also gain my loving kindness. I completely forgive. I completely forgive for all the mistakes that they have done towards me. At the same time, I ask forgiveness for all the mistakes, hurtful things that I did towards you. May you also be well. May my enemies also be happy. May my enemies also be peaceful. May my enemies come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. may they also attain and enjoy real peace, real happiness, real happiness. Just like me, may all the beings in this world, animals, beings with 2 legs, beings with 4 legs, and beings with multiple legs, beings with no legs, beings with visibility that we can see, beings that are invisible that we cannot see. May all the beings, regardless of their appearance, be well, be happy, be peaceful. Unconditionally, I share my loving kindness with you. May you also come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. May they also enjoy real peace and real happiness. Real peace and real happiness. Share loving kindness with all the beings in this whole universe. Now everyone, very calmly open your eyes, relax. And now please unmute yourself very peacefully. Please say it 3 times. Sadhu,
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 sadhu, sadhu.
Dear meditators, now gradually you are progressing in this meditation technique. And now you might have understood that the attachment that which cause you suffering, it happens inside. It doesn't happen because of outside things. You might have noticed that sometimes for a very inexpensive, small things, you have a lot of attachment. Then very more expensive and more valuable things, there are more valuable, more inexpensive things with you that you don't have much attachments. So as a Vipassana meditator, you realize this. So sometimes, so the attachment is not caused by something outside. It is always caused by the mind inside. Let me tell you a story to get this more clear. Let me tell you about an incident which one of my teacher Goenkaji faced while he was conducting a meditation session in Nagpur. So at that time, there was a very peaceful 10-day meditation session in Nagpur. So many meditators got there and started meditation. And there was a lady, there was an old lady who could hear the morning chantings at the center. Hearing these beautiful morning chantings, so she was so curious, and at the same time she was persuaded to enter the course. So she went to the center, and at that time there was no any very strict rules, like you should join right on the beginning day and you should leave on the last day. So so this lady asked from the management to join the course, and then at that time the management said yes, but the management said, but you need to meditate. You have to stay at the center and meditate. So that lady, so she joined on the third day or the fourth day to the session, and then she also started meditating, and she was progressing so well. And then one day, one of those, the following days in the morning, this lady, people heard that this lady crying in front of the hall. She was crying so loudly. Nobody could console her. They asked why she is crying, but she didn't reply. She kept on crying and crying and crying. So, so finally, so she consoled herself after hours of crying. And when the assistant teachers went to her and asked why she is crying, she described. When she entered the course, she came with a purse, small purse. Inside this purse, there was a piece of some sweetmeat, some candy that somebody gave to her. She ate half and kept half of it inside that small purse. And then at the same time, a few Indian rupees, and at the same time a hairpin, a silver hairpin that she got, that she received as a gift when she was married. So somebody has taken this. She has kept that small purse with her whenever she was wandering at inside the center. So while she was meditating too, she kept that small purse below the pillow, below the pillow, under the pillow. So somehow, now this is story. She was so frustrated. She kept on crying and crying and crying. The people came to her and said, "Grandma, that's how we talk in Asia. So, so grandma, you were practicing so well. You were practicing so well. all these is you are meditating so well, don't worry. We will give you money. What more than what you lost, we'll give you everything. Don't worry. Please, grandma, keep on meditating. Don't worry about it. But she's sad, she's crying. So all of them gathered, so made a collection. Everybody contributed, and finally they found out. So finally they found out they got a collection of more than 100 rupees. So this happened in 1990s. So at that time it was a big amount of money in India. So more than $100, 100 rupees. So they gave it to her. But what she did, she took it and threw that 100 rupees away. She said, I don't need that. I want my purse. I want my hairpin. That's it. That's what I need. So what to do? She kept on crying, and in the evening, someone saw a monkey on the top of a tree at the same time. And this monkey was peculiar. This monkey had something that the other monkeys don't have. It was a small purse, the purse of that old grandma. Somebody climbed the tree and scared the monkey. So the monkey threw away that small purse and ran. It was eating that half of the candy which was inside the purse. It doesn't care about the silver hairpin. It doesn't care about the purse. What it needs is the half of candy it was eating. So finally, she got everything. That is the time she got consoled. So that silver hairpin maybe just 2 rupees at that time in Indian rupees. But the attachment that she had, it was immense. This is how the things are. You might have noticed, for small things, you have a lot of, sometimes, because of the things which happen around those things, since you have tied all those kinds of memories to that small thing, you value it a lot because people love the past. I don't say that's wrong, but always whenever you have an attachment, what happens is you have to suffer. So this is the reality. It doesn't matter somebody is Buddhist, Hindu, Christian, or Muslim, or atheist. Everybody has to face this nature. So it's universal. So try to understand that even though something is expensive or inexpensive, it doesn't matter. All of them have the nature of impermanence. So when they change, let them change. So keep your mind distracted. And because if you keep the attraction, that means if you keep the attachment, if you don't detach mentally, then what will happen is when it is changing, you have to suffer. You have to suffer. So today I am going to teach you in brief about the first perfection. First perfection out of 10 perfections. To live a wonderful life, we need to develop these 10 perfections. And at the same time, to developing this Dhamma practice too, we need these 10 perfections. So today I'm going to teach you in brief the first perfection, generosity. In Pali, those days language, we call it Dhamana, giving, generosity. It's easy to talk about giving, but it's very, very difficult to give. It's difficult to give. Don't think it's easy to give. So, and that's why in this world there are so many takers, but very few givers. That is the reality. So even for us, since we are not enlightened, still we have the greed. We can't give. But if you can start giving, that means not only you'll change, there are so many people who get inspired and change. Since, since I teach stories, I remember another story. The teacher has addicted to tell stories. So this incident happened in Fremont High School in between 2000 to 2010. According to my memory, 2005. An immigrant child from China uh, uh, came and attended this Fremont High School. His name was Augustus Cheng. Augustus Cheng, since they were migrants, they didn't have much. So you might, since you are in Bay Area, you might have encountered such kind of people. They don't have much at the beginning. They didn't have much. He was in the seventh grade. When he entered the seventh grade, the father, he collected money for many years, and finally he could buy a small scooter, nice scooter, for Augustus to go to the school. So on his 12th birthday, Augustus Cheng's father gifted this beautiful bicycle, this beautiful scooter to Augustus. He was so little boy, so he was so happy. He was so happy because he got the scooter, dream scooter. Now he doesn't have to walk to school. He can ride the bicycle to school. He brought the he took the bicycle to the school and parked in the bicycle garage. That means scooter parking area, and went to the class. When he came back, he was so frustrated. He started crying. Why? The bicycle was missing. Somebody has stolen the bicycle, the scooter. Now the boy is crying and crying and crying. Fortunately, his classmates, they were so nice. They were so nice. They told Augustus, don't worry. We'll collect money and we'll buy a bicycle for you. Don't cry. But Augustus is crying. 12 years old boy. They like these kinds of stuff so much. The other thing, he got it for his birthday, and he just used it for one day. He lost. Now he's crying and crying and crying. So those small kids of this seventh grade, they started collecting. The teachers came and checked. They noticed something happening among the kids. They went and asked, "What are you doing?" The kids told what has happened, and they told that they are making a collection for Augustus. So the teacher said, "We'll join." So the class teacher told the other teachers, then all the teachers started collecting money, some funds for Augustus. Then then the other children also got to know, and they also started giving money, donating money. And then the staff, the school staff, which interfere with the other things, the non-educational staff of the school. So they also got to know, and they also started donating. And finally, they got enough money, not only for one bicycle, they got enough money for 4 bicycles. So the one bicycle, of course, for Custis, 3 bicycles for another poor kids. And the parents also got to know about this. They also got more. They also decided to donate bicycles. So they also donated some bicycles for some students. Now 2 donations. So many, now too many bicycle donations. Then a journalist got to know about this incident and wrote about this incident to the local newspaper of Fremont. Then after the publishing of that article on the local newspaper, somebody was present in front of the principal's office. So he came and he said he wanted to meet the principal. The principal asked him to come in. Do you know who is this person? He came to apologize. He's the person who robbed the bicycle, the robber. He also got moved because of this incident. He told, I'm so sorry. I am the one who stole the bike. I'm so sorry. He asked forgiveness from Augustus, from the principal, from the teachers, and he promised he won't steal anymore. Never. And he will take all the money that he collected by stealing the bicycle, stealing the vehicles, and he will donate all that money to buy more bicycles for the poor kids in the school. So he again gave all the money that he stole by selling the stolen bicycles. So the giving, it has a great power. It says, whenever you give, it says, this is my kindness. What you give is your kindness. What you give is your compassion. What you give is your greed. What you give is your aversion. What you give is your good mind, good heart. When they are not an object, whenever you give, that's why the other people get moved. So it is very important to give. The Buddha said, if people know how much benefits can we can gain by giving, they won't even eat. They won't eat, at least giving a smaller portion from the things that we eat. So if we know about the generosity like the Buddha, we won't eat without giving at least a smaller portion of our food. So giving is an enormous thing. When you give 5 things. When you give, the first thing that you give is long life. Let's say you give food, you eat food, and then what that person gets is long life. We can't live longer if we don't have food, if we don't have water. So we need food. So when you donate food, when you donate things, you give long life. You give long life. That is one thing. Number 2, the second thing that you give is the beauty. When you eat, the beauty, those people gain beauty. In return, as because of that karma, you also become beautiful. Then number 3, the third thing that you donate is comfort. Mental and physical comfort. When you don't eat food, if you are hungry or thirsty, you are not comfortable. So when you give, you donate comfort. In return, you gain comfort. Number 4, mental and physical strength. When you give anything, you give mental and physical strength. Without food, we can't even do a very small thing. We need the energy of food. We need the energy from the other suitable things that we need. So when you give mental and physical strength. In return, you will gain the same. 5th thing that you donate is wisdom. For the brain to activate well, to work well, it needs good blood, fresh blood, nutritious blood. So when you give good food or anything else, so when you, not only food, money, or anything that those people need, if you give, then what you give is wisdom too. So when you give wisdom, you gain wisdom. So that's why in this world you can see there are different people. They gain things differently. Why? Because the people who have given very well, with a very happy mind, jubilant, they are gaining a lot. Those people who have given with the medium mindset, yes, they had happiness, but not too much. They were comfortable when they were giving, yes, but not too much. So so they get medium too. Those people who gave less, they gain less. That is the real. So whenever, it doesn't matter whether you give a smaller thing, you may not be able to give a lot. You may be able to give a very small thing, but still give it with a great happiness, with a very, very strong rejoicing heart. Rejoice. Even though you give a pen or a pencil or book or very small thing, a toffee, be happy. And not only that, write those things down in a diary or a book. Whenever you gave something, write those things down and think about it. Whenever you have time, go through that and be happy. It generates a lot of positivity inside. And so according the mindset that we have, so the positive energy goes up or low, not according to the thing that you give. Sometimes you may give a lot, but without the happiness of your mind. So then the positive energy becomes low. So if you are capable, if you can give a lot, you give, but you will be so happy. If you don't have much, you have a very small amount, you give according to your ability. Again, be happy. I gave my best. This is the best that I could give. That's what I give. Be happy. Be happy. And whenever you give, the other thing, when you practice generosity, there are 3 kinds of negativities inside our mind. They are the roots of all the negativities. Number 1, low craving. Dvesa, aversion. And moha, ignorance. Those 3 things go down, get suppressed when you practice giving. So that's why it helps the practice too. So then keep on, those are things. So please keep practicing giving. It doesn't matter, yes, if you give to the people with higher quality, then you gain a lot of positive energy. So yes, The positive energy differs according to the people that get. But Buddha says, danas become, givings become very powerful if you give wholeheartedly. When you give, it doesn't matter the person that gets, always give without expecting anything in return. Even don't expect to have the positive energy. Just for the sake of letting go. Just for the sake of your inner happiness. Let it happen. Don't expect. Just for your happiness sake, pure happiness sake, please give. Please give. Don't expect without expecting anything in return. And I hope by practicing this first perfection, by perfecting this first perfection, may be able to suppress and later eradicate all three roots of negativities: greed, craving, aversion, and delusion. May all of you attain real peace, real happiness, Nibbana. So now we are going to conclude. Everyone, please think. Today we join for the meditation, and for the first time after pandemic, I think 1.5 years later. So today some people join for the in-person meditation, and then later on, for a limited amount of people, only for maybe 10 people, we'll allow to come and join for now, but later on we'll increase according to the situation, as I mentioned you. So together, all of us meditated and practiced with this noble non-sectarian meditation technique and accumulated a lot of good energy. Let's wish. Gaining this positive energy, may all the sick people in the world who got sick because of this sickness, may they recover soon. And at the same time, may all of you also be safe. May no harm come to you. May all of you be able to practice this noble Dhamma path very ardently, with a very strong determination. And practicing so, may all of you attain real peace, real happiness, purification of mind, Nibbana. Everyone, join your palms together, calm down, and please concentrate to give blessings, short blessings. Abhivadana silisse nichang vadda pachayino chattaro dhamma vaddanti ayuvanno sukhang balang ayunarogya sampatti Sagga sampatti me vacha ato nibbana sampatti iminate samijjato. May you all be well. May you all be happy. May you all be very, very peaceful. Very, very peaceful. Good night to everyone. Good night, Ms. Grace. Good night, Mr. Bano. And good night, Mr. Fuad.
Good night, Bante. Thank you.
Good night, Mrs. Pragati and Rahul.
Thank you.
Good night,
Good night,
Bante.
Mr. Frank.
Good night, Monte.
Good night, Liz. Good night, Sonal.
Good night, Bante.
Yeah, very nice to see you. Good night, Tihara.
Teruvan Saranai.
Tirvan Saranai, my dear. Ramagaru.
Good night, Bante.
Good night, Ramagaru. Good night, Mr. Berry. Right. Jaime, good night.
Good night, Bante. Thank you.
Good night. May you be happy.
You
May
too.
you be
Thank you.
happy. Mr. Berry. Okay. Good night to everyone.
Just
Sukhi ho. Sukhi.